Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Here we are at about 1:30 in the morning, and I am at a point where I don't know what to do with this project. So we're going to do some color picking with me. Thanks for joining me. Hello, welcome to All the Crackers in the Box. Just going to put some lotion on, get my hands ready. A little dry after a long day of cleaning out my closet. Got about 5 bags to take down to the thrift store, which is phenomenal. Gives me more room for yarn. Shh, don't tell my husband. Anyway, so problem at hand that is driving me crazy. I worked all afternoon because I couldn't work on my actual project and I didn't want to waste my hands. Well, it wouldn't be a waste doing something else, but I really need to get this one done by Sunday for Father's Day. Pardon me. Got a bit of a frog in my throat at the moment. Not sure where that came from. Alright. So we got my cow lotion on, as my baby calls it. And I'm ready to figure this out. So, as some of you have watched my other videos, or if you're new to my channel, I am making a Chucky doll for Father's Day. This is where we're at. This here is the front of the bib. These two here are going to be our straps. So hopefully my color changing isn't too bad. I think it's pretty good. This one could have been slightly better, but this particular green was a little bit thin, and I did that one twice. But either way, I'm liking this one. It's coming up really fun. So this is as far as I got last night. I worked for about 3 hours, from like 1 to almost 4 in the morning. My husband likes to bust in whenever possible if I'm working on this and he's home, which has been all this week. So here's our red. Now, Chucky is a very handsome fella. He's a beautiful doll. A scary guy. My husband has been afraid of him since first time he saw him at 8 years old. So, for his birthday he got 4 Ninja Turtles, which is one of his favorites. And the kids and I thought maybe, just maybe, this particular pattern, which I have wanted to do for at least 4 years now, would be the right time to do it. We think he'll like it. I'll stick it over in his computer corner, and that's where he's been putting all the toys that I've made him, because I've made him a few Ninja Turtle things lately. So, looking at the picture of Chucky, he has peachy, Caucasian type skin. I don't seem to have that color. I don't have anything that I feel is close. So I've got a bunch of smaller balls here and a couple bigger balls of different options. And I need to figure it out. I was also realizing, looking at a picture there. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Ah, there you are. That his hair is not really red. It's more of an orange. So I'm thinking I might be able to get it with these 2 oranges. If not, I've got quite a bit of Super Saver. What am I saying? Not a little bit. I have a lot of Super Saver, and I've also got some cottons that I can throw in. It'll just make the hair look really textured and a little more realistic, which is totally a-okay with me. So this is going to be Chucky's hair instead of this lovely red. I was going to go with red, but I'm feeling this is more of like a clown vibe. And yes, my husband is afraid of clowns, but I'm not making a clown. I'd rather save this for like a killer clown from outer space or something, which is something I am considering making for myself. Just because the movie's so campy and delightful, and I've loved it since the moment I saw it when I first saw it on Super Channel way back in the 80s. Oh my lord, that show makes me laugh. So, anyhow, I'm getting sidetracked again. Bit of a good mood. Got some stuff out of my closet. I can get in there now a little bit better. I can access my magazines. I only have about one more box that came out of my laundry room to go through, and it's a bit of odds and ends, like a few stuffies that needed to be fixed, some shoes nobody wanted, might want. I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody about these things, so those are on my to-do list in the next week or so. I was going to work on gluing things, but you know, there's so many things that I have to do that I just jump all over the place. And like tomorrow, I'm probably just going to have a nice crochet day. I don't know. My daughter has a field trip for her end of the school year party for first grade. They're going to the local water park, which is lovely. And we are talking about maybe going to the library this weekend. I'm not done my murder mystery, so I might just lay down and read that and get that done, which will take me like 2-3 hours. It's large print because then I didn't want to wear my glasses or turn on lights in the middle of the night to read it, or pull out my handy dandy neck lamp. I need to, no, I do have spare batteries, so I was just going to say charge the batteries for it, but no, I do have a set. Anyway, so I am going to pause. We're going to flip my camera over and we're going to take a look at what I have and what would work, don't work. Maybe I'll do up some swatches. I have everything ready here. Ah, goodness, I really hope I can figure something out. If not, my husband did say he does have the day off and he may take me by the thrift store, but I can't guarantee they're going to have the proper color. I don't know. This is a really tough one because I'd really like it to look as good as it possibly could, because it would mean a lot to him for it to be fantastic. Alright, be back in just a few moments. Okay, so these are my options. Let's see if I can get that color and that color in here. You can still kind of see Chucky on the screen. Move that a little bit. Okay, so I brought my daughter's crybaby here. Thankfully, she's turned off, so we won't hear her. But this gives you a pretty good baseline to go off of, because this is a very similar colored doll to what Chucky would have been in the original movie. In this picture here, he appears to be more beigey, even though the actual pattern's saying peach. Because peach, to me, is this. Like, this is peachy. And I do not believe this color. Like, I'm leaning towards it, but at the same time, I'm not sure if this is the right color. This pink, as much as I love it, and it's a fun, nice acrylic, easy to work with, it's not going to be the one for this project, so we are going to eliminate this pink here. Pink, you can go sit with the other misfit yarns. Haha, funny. No yarn is a misfit yarn. Okay. I am liking this pink. Let's see if I can turn this just a touch more up without showing my disorganization over here. Alright, we're going to turn you just a touch in. Okay, we are reset here. Now, this is what I'm working with. I have all of these lovely colors to choose from. This pink, however, I think is the wrong pink, so we're going to put this one off the table. It's too ruddy. Now, we're going to keep going here. I have this pale pink, which was one of my first choices here. We're going to hold it against the skin of this doll, which is close to what I was looking for. And I'm feeling like this is just way, way too much pink. It's the wrong shade of pink. I like the pink, but it's not going to work for this particular. Now, this is the more muted, dusty pink, a little bit lighter, more pale, more rosy. And I'm not crazy about the contrast here, where it just does not feel like it's even close to being the same family. So I think we're going to have to skip that one. This is my darker dusty rose. And right up against the skin there, it's kind of got that kind of hue feel to it, around the same level of intensity, but it is wrong. It's still not working for me. Peach is really close, like really close. It's along the same kind of vein, but a bit lighter, a little more beige to it. So I may have to swatch this one just to see. And beige, which is quite a bit different. But if we are looking at the pictures that come with my pattern, that doesn't look peach to me. Like, the hair looks orangey red, which is fine. I could do a mixture if I really wanted to. I'm not worried about that, but I'm looking at the skin tone going, that looks really beige, even though it says to use peach. So I don't know. I may have to use that beautiful beige I have there. Let's hold it up against the figure. Considering the colors I used for the shirt are quite a bit, they're not exactly the same as the picture. Alright, so we have the outfit here. You're going to try the peach. I feel this is too orangey. I really feel that this to this is way too much orange. I am not vibing with that at all. So it's looking like this because it's going to be the red for the collar, right up against it. And then we're going to have the orange for the hair. Let's see if I can get it all in there, or I'm going to do the red. I think I'm leaning towards the orange. Now we'll try the peach. No. Oh gosh, no. That's not right. That is too clashy for me. Okay, I think we're going to have a beige Chucky, and that's the best I'm going to be able to do with the colors that I have. Now, if my husband takes me to the thrift store and I happen to come across the perfect shade, which I really, really doubt, then that'll totally change things. But for now, I think that's the way I'm going to be going. Alright, well, weirdest thing. So, my son made an order on Temu again. He got himself a few minor things. He wanted a flannel shirt that was on there that we haven't been able to find that particular colorway anywhere in this area. So, he decided he was going to get it, and a few other minor things. Might as well, you know, put a couple of fun things like some Lego guys for himself. The Last of Us Lego guys. Yeah. Anyways, I had marked that I was interested in trying out earrings. So he got me 2, which worked out to like, I believe it was like $1.80. So I am going to try this out. I'm very curious to see if this will help my wrist feel better. I realize that it is not real silver. This is just so I can get an idea if this is something I would like to invest into, something a little more permanent for myself. Let's pick something that can go through pretty easily. Let's just take this nice pink that I rejected for Chucky. And let's see how this works. Okay, I'm going to through there. Now, normally, sorry, I have scary TikTok and YouTube videos playing in the background, compilations. Somebody was just yelling. Okay, so I think it goes through like this. 1, 2. Hey. Split yarn. Well, I can squeeze it so it's tighter. Okay, so I keep slipping out. What I'm going to try, maybe if I put it on my middle finger, I'm going to wrap it around like that. Okay, we're going to go. Pull my hair off there because, you know, I don't want any DNA evidence. Let's just go with a double crochet. It holds the yarn at a good tension, that's for sure. Where I'm not having to do it with my hand. I'm finding it very awkward to use. I don't really like it flipping around like that. So I'll try it like this. I do think I like it better on this hand. I go around. I really don't want to be losing my speed, but at the same time I also would like a little less strain on my hands if possible. Try it like that. I feel like I do have to tighten it a bit. But I think with a little practice, this actually might be quite useful because I've seen quite a few people swear by them, and I've been quite intrigued. I mean, hey, anything that's going to help my crochet go smoother and less painful. Because I'm looking at all these yarns beside me and I have ideas and ideas of things I want to do, so I don't want to lose the option of using my hands. Huh. So far the metal's not bothering me. 2 and 3. I think I'm using the wrong hook size for this particular yarn. And also, I'm kind of nervous sometimes when the camera's on me, which I'm trying to get a little less self-conscious, which is part of the reason why I'm doing the YouTube. And because I feel like talking to somebody about yarn, and if I'm just blah blah blahing to myself, I sound crazy. If I'm doing it in front of camera, oh, you're just making a video. Well, I can see why people would use this. This one in particular is bendable, so I could probably just grab my pliers and make that a little less like that, or I could hold it like that. Ooh, that might be nice. I uncovered a box of really nice wools, really fuzzy ones. I'm kind of wanting to maybe do something with them. I'm a little sensitive when it comes to wool. This might be my way to be able to do it without it rubbing against my skin that way. Oh yeah, that way is way more fluid for me. Found my spot, so holding it down here, going through, because there was no instructions. It was just the ring, and I've seen people say they have it, but nobody has ever really, I've never found a video of anyone trying them. Lean back here. Sorry, my back's a little sore after moving a bunch of stuff. I have a bad back, so I've got a heat pad behind me, and it feels real nice. No pain pills. I very rarely take them unless I absolutely have to. I'm just not a big fan of it. If I'm taking pills or complaining, it means I'm in a lot of pain because I've had issues with my back since I was a kid. Rheumatoid arthritis, they said. My knees and my back are always causing me issues. And I mean, it didn't help with things like I was super into trying to be sporty, and during track and field in elementary school, we did that long jump, high jump. Long jump wasn't a problem. High jump, where you jump over the bar onto the mat. I jumped over the bar, and I missed the mat twice, landed flat on my lower back. And then when I turned 18, I got into a car accident, got whiplash. And it's just been downhill since then. At 18, they told me I wouldn't be able to have kids, and so I've had to work out and take extra good care of my back to be sure I could. But the last one, I had an epidural, and for some really weird reason, I can still, when the weather's bad, like we're going through a little bit of thunderstorms, so I feel where the needle went in, because I mean the needle sits there for hours, and I was in labor for a long time, and this is a lot of information that people probably don't want to know, so sorry. Alright, so stitches are nice and easy, and that slides really nice, and I have two of them, so this breaks because it is cheap. It's not real metal. I can always paint the inside. It's adjustable, so I can squeeze it. Pop it back in there. All in all, I will definitely be quite interested in maybe getting myself a real sterling silver one, nickel free of course, and going from there. I'm very particular about my jewelry. Just gonna frog this guy. So I had a lot of fun the other day doing a video and rolling up balls of yarn. I have quite a few things that I really need to take apart, so I may be doing a video or two where I just chat about probably mostly crafty things, because that's what I'm into. I really enjoy crafting everything. Like, there's not too many things that I don't want to try. Like, I'd love to try embroidery at some point, but I'm a little intimidating. But then again, I think about it as like painting on material, which I did try when I was a kid, and I wasn't very good at it. So, but I can paint on paper. Also, I was using the puff paints and neon colors and just going crazy and writing weird things because I didn't know what I was doing. Anyway, so we may be doing some frog it days where I'm just ripping and tearing stuff apart because I don't want to lose the yarn. I'm not going to finish those projects. I know I'm not. They didn't go the way I wanted while I was learning, things like double crochet and triple crochets and stuff like that. So they were mostly practice runs, and when I was first starting out, and my many attempts at the Minecraft creeper. I didn't know enough about amigurumi. It was one of my first ones, and I tried doing it with double crochet thinking it would make it bigger, and yeah, that didn't work out. So I got a couple that are full of stuffing, and I tried to build, and they just are terrible. Terrible. So I have to take them apart. Oh, pardon me. Oh. It is almost 2 a.m. and I'm actually getting tired. That's a first. Anyways, this has been very fun. I'll be back over the weekend, possibly with maybe 1 or 2 videos, and that pink behind my head really needs a squeezing. Oh, I love it. I love it. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and hopefully you have a great day, and we'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.